The Yurt team is Mark Dixon, his friend Ben Evans, and Ben's wife Julie. Last July, they quit their jobs, sold their possessions, bought a hybrid car, and hit the road. The threesome has been crisscrossing the country ever since. They're paying for the trip with their own funds, helped by 2 activist websites and individual donors. Ben holds a paper doll cutout of Julie, who's off today.
What we're really doing is interviewing people from all walks of life, talking to farmers and scientists and business leaders and politicians and you name it, activists.
Ben and Mark like to get opinions from passersby.
I really would like to see us free of oil.
From a national security perspective or from an environmental?
From all of them. We need to be self-sufficient here.
Yeah.
That's free of foreign influence on us.
Do you know what our national environmental policy is?
No.
Neither do I. I've never heard of one before.
That exchange could make its way to the Yurt website, along with 24 other videos the trio has produced on their travels. Scrolling through the log, you see the team stopped at Intervale, an agriculture center in rural Vermont.
It's the average age of a farmer in Vermont is 53. So we have to start training and helping get new farmers into this industry. We started an incubator farming program where folks can come down and lease a smaller parcel of land. They can have access essentially to this platform of services.
You can also meet an engineer from Idaho who's designing a solar highway. He's conceived it as a series of interconnected solar panels that you can actually drive on.
It's got to have the same traction as asphalt. It has to be strong enough to support a fully loaded semi-truck, locking them up at 80 miles an hour.
It's funny, it's one of those ideas that's so outrageous that you kind of have to tag on the caveat of, and he's sane.
And we thought, wow, that's an idea that not only could be interesting for other people to look at, but could be inspiring for people who may have other types of ideas.
Yurt often uses humor to raise awareness about serious issues. On location in wintry Rochester, New York, Mark and Ben asked passersby to help pack a box of snow to mail to the North Pole to help reverse the melting Arctic ice cap.
Can you help us save the polar bears?
They're drowning because they can't swim very far. I mean, they can swim far, but they can't swim that far.
Sir, can you help us save the Arctic with a donation of snow?
Yeah, can you spare some snow for the Arctic?
Ben and Julie have put their acting careers on hold, as has Mark. But they all agree taking their values on the road was the right thing to do.
It felt like suddenly my life really had a purpose that it hadn't quite had before. And that's a really powerful feeling when you stop worrying about stuff and you start taking action to help.
How's the biking to work? Are you guys biking
it's uplifting.
to work?
One of the big lessons for me is that we need to make it okay to move fast enough to solve this problem.
What's next for the Yurt team? They say they hope to make a film and write a book and live the lessons they've learned on your environmental road trip. Roseanne Skirble, VOA News, Washington.